Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to take a look at this AGL Trunks team that just came out on Global. I've got him at 55%, so I figured let's go ahead and rock a 55% video on this guy. I got really lucky with him, very much like the AGL Kid Gohan, where I really wanted to skip the banner, and I just did like the global tickets and discounts, and I got him on my ticket summon, so that was really good. Exact same thing happened to me with Kid Gohan, so hopefully it'll be the case where I'm really glad I got him. That Kid Gohan, I absolutely love and adore him, and I'm so glad that I got him because I wouldn't have realized how amazing of a unit he was had I not. So I think the same thing might happen with this Trunks. I know he's a very good unit. It's just he's kind of coming out at a bad time. His banner, honestly, is not that good. So I'm glad I kind of got him on a discount, right? So he is the Entrusted Will in Android Cell Saga category leader. It's only 130% to HP and then attack and defense 170. I'm going to say this right now, like these leader skills just feel so much more lackluster now that we know what's coming with JP and the 200% leader skills. Like, unless it's 170 across the board now, like any stat that's not 170 just isn't going to cut it right now. Just because we know what's coming, right? So I definitely did not summon him for the leader skill. I do think he is a good unit though. So his super attack effect is he raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Now, even though it is only a 1-turn defense raise, you'll see in his kit, he can multi-super. I think he can triple super in a turn and get like 5 total attacks. So this guy is an attacking machine, right? So we'll take a look at that passive here. So he gets attack and defense 100%, and then he gets an additional attack and defense 100 while attacking. So once again, that'll be amplified by support. He has a great chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks. And so those cannot be super. So those are just going to be like normals, okay? But both of those have chances to like help proc his hidden potential, which is good. And then he launches another additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super every time the character attacks 3 times in battle. So the general way that this guy is supposed to work is that you super, you most of the time will get the 2 additional normals. And then since that will be 3 attacks, this high chance to launch another super would go off to be the 4th attack. And then by the time he's done 4 attacks, odds are your hidden potential is going to proc and you're going to get a 5th one. So his best turn is going to be 3 supers with 5 total attacks, which is actually pretty good. Now you can get some super lackluster turns where literally you just get the 1 super and like nothing else procs. Like that can happen, right? And being that mine is at 55%, getting the 5th attack isn't going to happen as often because I only have a 10% chance to get that additional to proc off. But it still could, right? And then that's basically it for the base form Trunks, but he does have a transformation. So his transformation, basically, once you perform 6 or more attacks, he transforms. So I believe the earliest you're going to ever see this is like turn 5. So it's not like a very early type transformation. When he transforms, he does stun a single targeted enemy, and he seals that enemy's super attack for 1 turn. I don't really see the point of stunning and sealing them. I guess the time that it could matter is if there's an enemy that can't be stunned, but they can be sealed. I guess like very few cases where that might happen, right? So let's look at his transformation. Now he is criticized a lot for his transformation, and I think there is some merit to it. So after transforming, he gets attack and defense 100, great chance of performing a crit. So he gets built-in crits. He performs a crit once only, so like his very first attack will be a crit, okay? He gets an additional attack and defense 100% while performing a super. So like that part of his passive's the same. Like the percentages, that's all the same. That doesn't really change. He gets an additional attack plus 50 if the target is an attack down or defense down. Plus an additional attack plus 50 when the enemy is stunned or sealed. High chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns when all allies attacking in the same turn are Android Cell Saga category characters. So the big flaw with this kit is this guy isn't transforming till turn 5 or later. And all the extra damage he's getting is from attacking debuffed enemies. The problem is if you're in difficult content where you're going 5 turns or later, a lot of those enemies block debuffing. So it's like, it's a kit that you almost can't use. And so basically what happens is you transform with this guy, late in a difficult fight, his guaranteed stun and seal might not do anything because the enemy maybe can't have that happen. The crits are nice, but other than that, his damage is staying relatively similar to what he's already doing. So he's not really getting much off of that, right? So a lot of people would just say, and the thing is he actually loses a little bit because he loses the effect where he does like the 2 additionals and then gets the chance to super. So he's losing all the additional attacks, sacrificing that for crit, and then he gets bonus attack on debuffed enemies. But once again, if the enemies can't be debuffed, it's not really going to do anything, right? So we're going to run him, and we'll do a couple turns of him normal, and we might just transform with him right away and kind of see how he's doing. So we're just going to run a Hybrid Saiyans team, basically flooded with a bunch of support, and see how he's looking. So here we are, turn 1. We've got 4 links, including Cold Judgment here, and we are double supported. So only 100k defense, but once again, he does raise defense on super, right? And then he gets another 100% while attacking. So what's going to happen is he's going to go up to 200k when attacking, plus the other defense raise. So yeah, he's going to be well over 200k after attacking. Plus, if he like triple supers, he's going to be like well over 300k. And this is at only 55%. So defensively, this guy's looking really good in like slot 2 after like double or triple supering. He's going to be actually really, really solid defensively, I think. So let's go ahead and attack this Goku, and we're going to see how many attacks we get off here. And once again, being that mine is only at 55%, it's full level 1 links, by the way, as well. So this is literally like bare bottom floor Trunks. So he only gets better from these numbers, right? All right, let's see what we can do here. How many attacks? So if we do get additionals, I only have the base 5 additional in his kit. So yeah, 3.2 at 55% is actually pretty good. Now he is double supported, but I'll take that. I actually wasn't expecting it to be that high. So here's the double normals. So now we're going to get another proc here. Okay, so that super hit, and then we potentially could have another super coming. Yeah, actually, after using them, like just on this first turn, and we got the best turn. So this is at 55%. We got the triple super, so we did about a 10 mil attack stat here. And his defense now is like through the roof. Like this has no chance. And it's like early enough that he wouldn't do damage anyways, but boy, that first turn, Trunks was feeling pretty darn good there. So yeah, pretty happy with that turn 1 performance. I honestly wasn't expecting to get that, let alone turn 1, being that mine only has 5 additional. So honestly, there could be some debate on this guy, right? Like, should you go crit or additional with him? Because when he transforms, he gets built-in crit, so you could argue he doesn't need it. But I do think crits are the way to build this guy, because he's actually, like, more often than not, you're going to keep him untransformed anyways. And anytime units get a bunch of like guaranteed additional normals or just a bunch of additional normals, crits are actually quite powerful because those normal attacks will do really good damage if they crit. And with how many attacks he's doing, he can proc the hidden potential combo attack without having very many. So I think if you build this guy, I think if you go max crit, he's going to have 15 crit, 11 additional. And then you could just give him more crit and maybe a little bit of additional with your equips, and you should be good to go. With that 11 additional, even if you just leave it at 11, I think if he's doing 4 attacks, that 11, that's a 22% percent chance, and it's going to have a chance to proc with each of those 4 attacks. I think you're going to be getting 5 attacks quite often. I think that's good enough. So yeah, so far so good for this Trunks. Yeah, and actually linked up with this GT Trunks and Goten. That's actually a pretty nasty little combo there. And GT Trunks and Goten, they're good enough to run on rotation. So saying that this Trunks is like double supported here, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's like showcase supported, because that is realistic that you could run that Trunks and Goten on rotation. And in long events, you usually want to because they stack defense, right? So this, I'm not complaining about this at all. He's looking pretty good here. Now this could do damage because we haven't built up any defense yet. Yeah. So once again, in slot 1 like that, he can take some damage. But yeah, 3.3. Let's just watch the show, see how many attacks we get. Okay, here's 2. And then this should be number 3. Yep. And then do we get 4? There's 4. That's just the normal. Okay, and then how about 5? Okay, so we got 4 attacks that turn. Now, we should be able to transform next turn. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. But I'm going to say this right now, just based off of what I've read and how he's performing, I really don't see why you'd want to transform, because getting these like multi-attack turns is so powerful. I do really like the way this Trunks is built. I think this Trunks almost could have just been released as is without a transformation, or they just needed to make the transformation better. But I'm fine with just this base Trunks team. Like that's really good. Okay, these Gohans here have like 0 chance of taking any damage, so we should be good to go and attack through here. I do hope we take out the Goku here, because I would like a fresh turn for the next turn, just in case we like multi-super. I want to be able to see Trunks' full potential. But yeah, we'll probably just go like 1 or 2 turns of him transformed, and we'll call that a video. I think that's going to be about what we're going to see from him. because he doesn't like stack over long events, right? So we just kind of need to see him in this kind of shorter setting. But I am liking what I see. Now keep in mind, when we transform, we'll see if this Goku can take some debuffs. Let's see. No attack down. He can be defense down, it looks like. Now, am I running defense down on this rotation? I don't know. But sure, let's go ahead and transform. Sorry, I don't have the animations turned on. Okay, so... Alright, let me just see what we got here. I'm going to just check really quick and see if any of these... So he has a chance to stun. Do you do defense down? No, none of these guys are doing defense down. Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to go in slot 1 here. Or do I want to go in slot 1? Wow, I'm getting... 1, 2, 3... I'm getting 6 out of 7 links in the middle. So we're getting almost every link with this STR Trunks, which is really good. What's our defense look like? 112k. We still do get 100 on super, correct? Yep. So he's going to be just over 200k defense. And then actually a super attack effect, he greatly raises attack and defense. Okay, so that is a difference. So he's going to get more attack from that great attack raise. And he is going to get a little bit more defense. So he's going to be looking okay, just like the other one. It's just he's not going to have all the additionals to back it up. But we are going to see him critting now. So I do think I'm going to put him... I know I'm losing 1 link here, but I'm going to put him in slot 1. Just to see how he does. I don't think he would get like one-shot killed here. I know we're working on type disadvantage. So it's a little bit risky here. But I kind of just want to see how he does here. Let's see how he does in slot 1. Oh, yeah, we're not taking double-digit normals even here. After supering, we'd be fine from normals. Okay, so 4 mil. So we do get a little bit of an attack hike there. Well, and we're getting more links. So that's the other thing to keep in mind, too. His animation's pretty fire. And yeah, and there's the crit. We saw that right away. But now you see we lose all those additionals, right? So it's just like your one-and-done hit. So I do like the way this Trunks feels a lot more before he transforms. But he's still not the worst after transforming. And here's the thing. That was 4 mil at 55%. If you do somehow find a situation where you can get an attack or defense down and a stun or seal, like he's getting 2 separate 50% attack procs, his attack's going to be insane. Like really good in that imaginary situation, right? So who knows? Maybe there will be an ultimate red zone that's like a longer event where you can actually do all that debuffing down the road. Who knows? So we'll go, let's just grab one more turn with him, and I think we can call it a video from there. Yeah, and I think we're okay here. I don't even think that physical Gohan's going to get us killed on the end. These ultimate Gohans, they should have stacked enough by now that we have nothing to worry about. We might even take out this Goku before we get to the next round. But yeah, I'm definitely not mad at getting this Trunks. I might not use him a ton right away just because I don't know. Hybrids are pretty stacked. Not going to lie, right? Like hybrids are super stacked right now. But like definitely to like get some missions done, maybe using some of his categories like the Entrusted Will mission. Like actually, I think I already recorded that video and I got it done with him in there. So like stuff like that, I'll definitely use him. I might pull him out here and there. You know, eventually if I get him rainbowed, I'll probably use him more as well. I'm one of those people that I'm kind of like a spoiled veteran here where I'm to the point where like I like using rainbowed units. I'd prefer to do that if I can. I like my maxed out units, but definitely is not worth going in to get this Trunks. I'd rather, now that I got my 1 copy, what you do is you summon on really hype banners later on and you pick them up as like a secondary or 3rd unit on a banner, right? So yeah, 108k defense. So his defense is going to stay pretty consistent here. We'll just grab one more attack stat and see if that's kind of consistently staying through for us. Should be about 4 mil. Ooh, 4.8 this time. Wow, okay. That took a little bit of a jump. Yeah, his attack, I definitely noticed the jump. The thing is that in his untransformed state, oh, and that KO screen is fire. Look at that KO screen. We're going to leave that up here. Wow, very nice. The thing with his untransformed state, like his attack stat isn't quite as high, but you're going to probably most of the time at least double super, if not triple super, especially if you've got dupes into this guy, right? So anyways, I think this Trunks is actually really, really good. Definitely don't recommend summoning on this banner though, unless like you're a global player and you want to like buy the tickets and stuff like I did. I think that's a good value just to give it a shot. But otherwise, like if you're a free-to-play player, don't touch this. Saiyan Days around the corner. Very good chance we might see a 200% leader skill. So I would wait and see what we got going for that. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all in the next one.